We're researching, guys. Hey YouTube, we're back. We are continuing the backtesting research. So, where do we leave off here? We have TikTok going. We got YouTube going. We need the docs here. Cool. Okay. Everything should be good to go. So we're gonna run gold again, keep running this, just refining it a little bit, making sure it's more accurate. It's a D-type style backtest. So I do have a description right here. If y'all want this description here for what we're doing here, let me know. I could put in the Discord. But essentially it's a very specific type of backtest for L2 data, which is notoriously fragile. And yep, you need to ensure you're not looking ahead. So you need to be latency safe, data alignment, sensoring aware execution modeling, and evaluation harness that reflects microstructure reality. So there's a lot that goes into a production grade L2 backtest, and we are attempting to get that down. So we have gold here. But yeah, hey, what's going on, guys? This is dope. Definitely been looking at getting into this. Yes, yeah, this is a lot of fun for me. Follow along. How long have you been doing this? A couple of years. What are you doing? What are you doing for research? Well, we're using Ethereum L2 data for research right now, if that's what you mean. Yeah, we're backtesting right now, and then we're just trying to get some good results. So it is quite a lot to do this L2 backtest stuff. There's a lot that goes into it. It even took, like, just to get this data cleaned up from Hyperliquid was a big issue. Well, okay, I can just, we're gonna use GPT-5 Mini. We're gonna do edit. All right, we'll do this actually. Gotcha, no experience with crypto, I've only day trade futures. Okay, cool. Yeah, for crypto, you're gonna be able to just like, yeah, we're gonna just be able to get like free data, you know, unlimited data essentially. Not have to like running those paywalls for data and all that stuff, so it's kind of annoying. But crypto, you get it for free. I can connect to any exchange. Hyperliquid, I feel like, is the best one for me. And yeah, it's decent. Yeah, Apple, my man. Yes, it's fun, dude. We're gonna get profitable soon. We should have some good information here. But what happened here? Oh, replace the dataset filter. No, I want you to do that. You do. You should be doing that, GPT-5. King Burrito. Okay. It is doing it. Cool. So it should just quickly change this, and then we'll run gold and see what's going on here. Yeah. We'll save that for later. Cool. All right, guys, we're gonna run the gold here. We'll just see what happens. We had a little bit of a pi arrow issue before, but is this open source code? No, this is not, but if you want the code, I could share it with you. You can join my Discord and get the code from me. But you're not gonna be, this is like so specific to my setup that it probably is not gonna be useful to you. But it might be useful in the broader sense of like what techniques I'm using for L2 backtest. But at the end of the day, like you could recreate this. Yo, you're still on the same VS Code screen? Yeah, we're still here. We're still on the VS Code screen. Teeny polish. That's okay. We don't need to polish it up. It's been 2 months? Has it been 2 months I've been live streaming? I don't know if it's been 2 months. What does this gold script do? Yeah, so the gold script is a D-type backtest for L2 data. That's what it essentially does, but it does a lot of very nuanced things. I do have a description. So we need latency safe, you need microstructure realism, you need censoring aware evaluation, you need uncertainty and calibration, and causally valid selection. Then the data reconstruction. There's so much that goes into this gold script. I have a little file here that kind of describes it. It's a whole thing. It really is way different when you're trying to backtest with L2 data. Oh yeah, what's going on? Good to see you in the Moonstream earlier. Yeah. Oh, what's up, zombie? Yeah. I was on the Moonstream earlier at work. Yeah, Moon's using L2 data. This is completely different. This is going to be, or what does Moon do? Moon uses K-line data. I'm using something totally different than him. Yep, I pay for GPT-5 for sure. $20 a month. But yeah, this is a little bit more advanced than what Moon is up to. This is like, how do you backtest? Is your backtesting on paper trading? So I think you're a little, backtesting is paper trading. You're not, when you do a backtest, you don't do real money, right? So I think you might be confusing the two things. Oh, okay. Okay. Awesome, young Yiddy. Kel, yeah, so we do backtesting research and then we'll do a paper trading strategy with live data. So I think you might be, there's a little more nuance to that question. But yeah, we're paper backtesting. All right, so we got that. Let's get our test here. Okay, we have a little bit of an issue. We're gonna start a new context. Yeah, guys, we're just doing some D-type. It's a D-type backtest. Yeah, we're, yeah, I was also just kind of studying, like, how deep can we really go and what, if it's gonna work, but it should work like Moon's. Yeah, I don't want to do Moon's Claude code thing. It's actually you run into issues with the agentic coding. Yeah, but I mean it can work. It can work. It'll work. But the way I do the manual. Yeah, I do the manual vibe coding thing. So I'm kind of learning and knowing the nuance where the model kind of messes up. I control the context every time. I'm a little more context engineering aware type thing. I don't know how it's working under the hood, so things can go wrong quickly. Yeah. So if you want to just have the fullest control, just do my setup. Have GPT-5, have your little context grabber, always have the full code file in a single file, copy paste it, prompt over it, just tell ChatGPT to give me the full code. Like that's what I do. So that's gonna be your best route if you want to get really good results. This is something that Claude probably would never be able to do, is iterate on this type of project. It literally couldn't do it. It couldn't do it. Especially with Parquet. I don't even know if it's able to use Parquet. And I mean, probably could, but yes, it does Tetris, and I have it right here. Look, we used it earlier. I don't use it very often. Thanks for that gum. You followed me. That's what's up, dude. Your interest in the quant dev space. If anyone is interested in also offline, like off stream, chatting about quant stuff, I have like one of the larger quant dev discords, completely free. Where is it? There it is. Oh, cool, dude. Yeah, let us know what you're up to, man. Are you using L2 Moshe? Okay. Yeah, if anyone's doing L2 data backtesting, I would be very interested to know how you're. All right, I'm some keys. So you're trying to use this algorithm against a trained set. So we're doing like it was like 60, 20, 20 or something like that. It was like train. Awesome gum. Yeah, drop in. Yeah, we can chat, but usually it's just like I'm kind of the one people want to talk to in there. But there's plenty of people to chat about in there. But I'm there. Yeah, we're using the algorithm against a trained set. Yeah, it's 60, 20, 20. I believe it's train, test, validate, or something. Cool. Looks like test is working. Let's see. Nope. Yeah, it's a decent community. At the end of the day, it's like they're all there. We're all there because we're interested in getting profitable trading algorithms. So it's cool. Do you have results on backtesting? Yeah, we have a couple results here. Although this result, the 45 bips result that I got here, might have looked ahead. It might have peeked ahead. Even though I've tried super hard to not get that, we do have a decent result for this code. And where was the result? Oh, here. Yeah, so we had some decent results earlier, but we're refining it. Yeah. We just got to run it, refine it, and then eventually we'll get all the math that we want in there, and then Drago back in the house. Yeah, we're making progress. We're really refining the script. The D-type backtesting is very, very interesting to learn about. There's so much nuance when it comes to L2 data, and it goes deep. It goes very deep into, I was going pretty deep into this. I have this little file here. Backtest L2, just kind of like understanding the whole thing. It's a lot. Yeah, it's interesting, and we're getting it done. So I'm learning as we go. We're gonna get this. We have our gold events here, which is what we test off of, and we're gonna just run a test here. But the test was a little bit adjusted. We need to adjust the test file to work, basically. But yeah, we're getting it done. And I was going really deep on trading algorithms over here. So yeah, guys. Let's see here. All right, we got it. We got the code. All right. Run test. Nope. Do you automate your own strategy or one you found? Day trades, my man. Do you automate your own strategy? Yes. Like, what? Also, is there institutional concepts like premium discount or no? We're definitely doing production level L2 backtest here. I think premium discount doesn't affect what I'm doing here. We're definitely trying to get the most accurate L2 backtest here. It's a D type. Hey, why are you not in Visual Studio? Use the GitHub AI. I do it sometimes. We have it right here. We used it a second ago. But yeah, day trades. I don't know if I answered your question. I'm making everything custom, like custom software, custom Python with GPT-5. No. We're making fully custom. Everything is fully research grade, like PhD level research here for new, like, it's math. Yeah. So we have Ethereum perpetual data from Hyperliquid. We got ETH fills, Parquet, and ETH order book, 10 levels. And and we are combining this into a gold event, which is a special D-type backtesting. You could look it up. And then we're just like kind of run our strategy against this gold event.parquet. So we make sure we're not looking ahead or doing anything cheating wise, so our results are extremely accurate. That's our main thing. Like, we want something super accurate, production level, institutional grade. But yeah, day trades. I've never seen anyone do this type of backtesting online. They're usually using K-line data. It makes sense because this is some of the most craziest stuff I've learned so far. Yeah, exactly. You need a backtest. I need L2 backtest, and then I go paper trade, and then I go live. Can I explain more about it? Yes, if you want. I have this whole file here about best-in-class rundown on backtesting with L2 order book data. It's like a whole thing here. I'm not going to just like read through it. Yeah, of course, dude. Day trades. I could drop this text file into the Discord if you want to like quickly just read up on it. It could get you up and going. I'll drop in the Discord for y'all. I don't know if it's like the best, but it'll get you close to what I'm doing here. Like, it will give you a nice understanding. Let's see. I can copy that. Yep. Okay. L2 back test. Okay. Oh. How do I? Yep. No. Okay. Okay, there it goes. All right, I posted it in there. Day trades. Since TopStep and Alpha doesn't have one of that works for both, they have an individual one. And I want people who trade both firms to be able to sync trades to both. Yeah, man, you're gonna start having to make custom software. I'm not sure. If you're trying to get like some third-party stuff, that no one in the game is really doing it this professionally. They're gonna give you stuff that's kind of cheating. It's leaking. Yeah, the backtest stuff, you really got to do it yourself. You really can't trust anyone's data. It's all fake data. You know a few people? Okay. Yeah, I mean, dude, you're probably capable of doing everything with GPT-5. Like, I was able to get all this code with GPT-5. Highly recommend that. especially if you're just like learning along. Perfect way. But we're running the test right now, and we should get a large JSON output, and that will be our data that GPT-5 will review, and then we'll iterate on our script. Yeah. With someone who helped create the original Project X indicator. Okay. Yeah, what's up, Day Trades? I'm right here. We can chat. Is 50K a good rate for all framework and operation? Not, wait, 50K like the price tag? Oh, you might be getting scammed, dude. You could probably do it yourself, man. That's like what all my thing. I'm all about doing it yourself. Like you can probably do better with just talking GPT-5 about what you want than talking to some dev right now. Because he's probably just taking your answers and just putting it into GPT-5. But at the end of the day, like 50K is, you're probably not going to get something production level with that much, because licensing. Oh, okay. So if you're talking about like the regulation aspect of trading people's money, then you're willing to pay whatever. I'm not too sure if you're talking about like being a broker dealer and like managing people's money like that, like the SEC regulations. But yeah, day trades, you could DM me if you need any help or whatever. Okay, so we're getting this error. Not too sure what platform you're using either. Oh, for the software connection, other things since you have to. There you go. So, oh, you're talking about like NinjaTrader guidelines or like, yeah, okay. I know what you're saying. I don't know. You'd have to read those guidelines. I don't necessarily know. I know NinjaTrader is okay. Project X too. I'm not sure. You can DM me, man, if you need more specific questions. You can't get the full context in the thing. What is Project X? I've never heard of it. I heard the movie. Isn't that like a movie? I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, day trades. Yeah, it's a movie. Yeah, DM me, and we can definitely get in touch, man. I'm definitely open for work. So, yeah, so if it's something I can help, you can just give me like a lowdown of like what you're trying to do. Okay, yeah, just DM me, dude. I got you. We can talk offline. What strategy have you tested already? We tested something over here. Honestly, it was just like wasn't anything too specific. It was just some microstructure stuff. We're really trying to research market physics when it comes to, hey, do you need a video editor for your content? You need, for this TikTok specifically, I have not a video editor, but I have, this is personal, I have, what's it called? TikTok Studio, right? What is that called? TikTok Live Studio. Is this intent personal or group trading? No, it's definitely not group trading, but people, he's not a group. I've seen some methods applied to me for, yeah, guys. Yeah, personal for sure. This is completely personal. Do my own research here. Yeah, we're just trying to do it at the best level here. Yeah, I've seen they're probably profitable. Yeah, we're gonna get in there. I'm getting there. Day trades. We're getting profitable for sure. Showing everyone live how to do it. Super valuable knowledge. People are very interested in the space, and how to get there is basically the value. So I'm giving tons of free value for y'all. What happened to your hype bot? Yeah. So what did happen to the hype bot? I had hype coin fills, but then I had hyper coin downloaded. So when I downloaded the data from AWS, I actually downloaded hyper order book data instead of hype. So we'll have to run it back with hype. Do you use Apex? No, I don't use any. I use hyperliquid.xyz. Yep, the trading algo stuff is it's a very interesting space, especially when you can get it to be very profitable and then just have like a bunch of profitable algorithms in the pipeline so that you can stay profitable when your alpha decays. What language is this? Oh, Python. I was like, it's English, dude. But Python, but we're coding in English. So I'm not, yeah, codage. Coding in English, converted into Python. We live in the future. We're gonna get this test running, guys. Algo is Python 3.1, 3.7 specifically, like the newest one that's been released. I know they have 3.14 in beta, but yeah, we're using newer Pythons. We're not too worried about compatibility with other libraries here, because the good ones, they stay compatible. The good ones stay compatible. Was it hard to learn to code in English? It was very easy. Honestly, you just gotta be really interested in what I'm doing here in order to do what I'm doing, right? You just have to have some sort of self-motivation and understanding of we're making trading algorithms. I have backtest system pulling hinge numbers. Already built the bot, don't know how to integrate. Oh. So I would double check your backtesting, because after learning about all of this here, well, for right now, I'm just doing live streams. Double check your backtesting stuff, guys, because a lot of backtesting can look ahead. It could leak data. It could give you false results. Yeah, but I do this for myself for sure. And eventually, like once I am really good at making profitable algorithms, then I'll probably end up selling some of them to y'all if you want one. No pressure. No pressure for y'all. But yeah, you gotta be a little careful with the alpha decay. It's a very known thing. So right now we're just testing, researching the different math that we're gonna end up using. It's made off my strat I made 14 years ago. I've been trading 14 years, looking to pay someone to help me finish not picking. Yeah, I mean, honestly, y'all can pay me money to code for y'all, but I can't promise your strategy will be profitable. Or, see, look, here, we're getting some good data here. Yeah, if you want to DM me, I also have a Discord if you're into that. Here. Copy. Yeah, guys, join the Discord. Like, we're just all about quant dev stuff. Like, we're just coding, making stuff. If y'all need help finishing something, you don't want to do it yourself. But at the end of the day, I can show you guys how to do it yourself. It's much easier than you would actually think. It's pretty simple. Like, if you're gonna pay me, I'm gonna use AI to help. Like, yep, yeah, Iron Titan, yeah. If you don't want to learn yourself, but I highly recommend learning yourself, because you're gonna just be that much better. And coding, this might seem complicated, but it's pretty simple in terms of the prompt. So we're gonna see what this strategy ended up. I did go to school, but not for nothing related to what I'm doing here. Zero relations to what we're doing here. So school does not teach you this. Even if you go to like the most competitive quant school, like they don't teach you anything like I'm learning here. They do not teach you about D-type backtest. They do not teach you about the leaking stuff and all this stuff. Like, it's crazy. There's a very specific pipeline you need in order to get a profitable trading algorithm, and that's what we're doing here. This is like step one, is get like a very realistic backtest engine, and we have it. Like we're crushing data here. We're going to adjust, but so this is like my iterative process, right? We run it. I have series 3, but the future's fund management, not coding. Okay, to Iron. Yeah, DM me if you want some help. Or just join the Discord and we can all help out too. Why ChatGPT, not Claude and Perplexity? Because I've tested all of those and GPT-5 is the best for me. and for what we're doing here. You need a really high level of intelligence for this type of stuff, and GPT-5 is the most intelligent right now, and is really good at coding. So, yeah, all around. Thanks for the follow, man. Yeah, all around, this is GPT-5 is the best. Yeah, you're not going to get these type of results. There's a reason why you see people, not running code and like kind of struggling with Claude. It's because you're fighting it. You're fighting it. It's losing context. It's doing weird things in the code. GPT-5 has really unlocked some new capabilities, but you do need to use it in my specific way. People only want to code with agentic stuff, and that's where they go wrong. And that's where they're getting all these bad results, and that's where everyone's bias is coming from, is because they're only agentically coding. I'm just doing the manual vibe code. Copy paste. It's better, it's way better. So GPT-4 was absolute, it was not good at all. GPT-4o was horrible. I never used 4.0. 4.0 for the longest time I completely ignored. I was using 0.3 and it was okay, but it wasn't there. I had it before GPT-5, I had to use all three, a bunch of different AI just to get some good outputs. Yep, time travel. I believe it. Yeah, you can do some incredible web dev stuff for sure, and it's more or less kind of made for web dev stuff. But for what I'm doing here, it's literally I don't really need agentic style. Maybe to edit something in here, I would use an agentic style. I'll whip out the edit feature with this. Just I don't want to have to wait for ChatGPT-5 to fully edit something if it's shoot. I got caught up here. But the webhooks to the VPS is where I'm stuck. Oh, okay. Oh. Wait, virtual. Okay, Iron Trade. I see what you're saying. I could probably easily unstuck you there very easily. You should be as detailed as possible. Yeah, I've tried Grok to code. I've tried Sonic too. Or their new small coding model. Yeah, the automation part? Okay. Iron, I'm not sure if why are you trying to webhook to the... Okay, DM me, man. If you give me more specifics, then I might have to tell you that you're doing everything wrong and you should just fully refactor it. Fully refactor the code to Python. Tried Quoter or Trey. I have not Time Traveler. Interesting. This kind of got stuck here. We're gonna have to full. Oh, those are the new ones? Quoter? I'm using Quen, and then I have Z. I haven't heard of these other ones. Do you use replicate models? No, I do not recommend using any Lovable or any of that. No recommendations for that. Oh, Coder is Alibaba. Huh. No, I haven't used that. If it's new, if it's brand new, or if it's been around, it's kind of irrelevant if it's been around. If it's been around for more than 3 weeks, yeah, there's no need. Replicate and all that stuff is it's just gonna remove the brain from everything, right? You want to be able to learn where you need to be able to just prompt the AI, okay? That's the main skill, and the agentic coding is completely removing that. It's prompting itself. If you prompt the AI yourself, you're gonna get better results. You're gonna get more nuanced. You're gonna have you're gonna be able to formulate your own opinion on certain technologies to use. And do you get to say flux generator with that? On Tradeovate and C#, you think Python? Yeah, Iron. I would just I hate NinjaTrader for locking you into C#. If you can integrate NinjaTrader with Python, do it. Unless you're high frequency trading. Hey, what's up, Potato? Oh shoot, I've radicalized Potato into becoming a ChatGPT subscriber, guys. I've influenced someone. It's not good. It's good and bad, but yeah, you're gonna make so much more progress, Potato, for sure. Potato's he's the OG on YouTube. Yeah, I mean he sees me making progress every single day here, so and it's with GPT-5, so with the GPT-5. Thanks for the follow. Okay. I'm gonna put my retainer. I'll be right back, guys. Hold on. All right, let's do this. Let's lock in here. Whew. Okay, we're gonna lock in, get these results, and we're gonna get profitable real quick here. Just wait for this to finish. Thanks for the follow, guys. Yeah, I think I'm probably a week away from profitability. I feel like that's, once I run this a couple times, get this dialed in, get the data perfectly output, then we can easily move on to the paper, which I have over here, but we'll deal with that later. Thanks for the follow, guys. But yeah, we're definitely testing all of the perfect layers you would need for a trading algorithm, and for about, we'll have to understand the nuance in there, like how, it's 3 months of data, so, but it should be enough to, let's see what ETH did. Should I major in cybersecurity? I would try and do entrepreneurial stuff with AI right now. Like just learn to AI code and don't get yourself into debt, knowing that the world's like changing drastically and people are hiring less because of AI. That's my opinion. I know it's not what you want to hear, but I think college is kind of a waste of your time. You can do so much more. What's the simplest trading bot you think signals from TradingView script? Yeah, don't go to college, dude. What's the simplest trading bot setup you think? Well, I mean, you can go pretty simple and like do some like EMA crossover stuff or whatever you want. I mean, you can go super simple. Super duper simple. But that's not going to keep you profitable. If you're really trading off of K-line data, then there's something wrong. You really can't measure the market physics from that, and that's where your edge is really going to come from, is having math that looks at the market physics in the most granular detail. That's where any edge will come from. So you need to switch immediately into being like, okay, that's, because everything else will just get washed away, you'll get faked out, yeah. So that is the opinion of the day. Market physics, aka order book and fill data, trade data, is where you need to be. Okay, let's get test running. And we'll keep pushing. Just stay home for 4 years and learn AI, 100%. No. Just lock in, get GPT-5, and lock into this web interface right here, the gpt.com. Lock into something that you're passionate about. I'm passionate about quant dev stuff. Can you check BTC? Sure. But yeah, period. No online courses. Don't waste your money. You can dive deep into whatever you're passionate about, but your passion needs to align to something that's gonna make you money, essentially. So adjust whatever your passion is. Just get passionate about coding and being a quant dev, okay? There's a lot of money in the space, and honestly, you can do a lot there. Yeah, it looks like we're downtrending, dude. We pulled back into this area. Like, we're probably gonna come down to like 100K, I don't know. Well, no, it looks like it's going down. It does not look like it's going up. But you know what? It probably is just a shakeout and will go up higher later, but it's not permanently going down. So yeah, okay, so it looks like we are doing this little thing here, you know, a descending triangulation. So maybe it is like just a little shakeout. People are really getting into crypto, like the institutions are diving deep. Yeah. Make money how? So you're like a developer? Already, I'm all in. No, shit. Yeah, you should be fine, dude. This looks fine. They're just loading it up. Yeah, period. Okay, appreciate you, Iron Tide Trade. I'll look at my phone a little bit. But yeah, period. Just look up entrepreneur. You can do agency style work where just learn to run people's ads. There's some certain things you can do. Small businesses need help integrating AI for sure. There are ways to overcome the economic challenge of, and look, college is not gonna, if you can pay for college, I would feel like that money could be used better. Like you can use that money somewhere way better. But yeah, you can 100% learn to do anything right now. I have an entry long. Oh, you're long? As in like you're leveraged? I can pay for, okay, your parents. Okay, well if your parents are gonna pay for it and like that's like your parents are probably traditionally mindseted, then you can do all the same things that I'm talking about in college while pleasing your parents. That money, if you could get that money, if you could like get that lump sum from your parents, you could do so much. Like you could literally go do a lot of things. Now, the way I would use that money, let's think. How if I could get a chunk of 100,000. Hey, what's up? Not there. We're still at it, dude. Yeah, sorry, I got squirrel brain, dude. Well, I'm so biased. I would do what I'm doing right now. People are so interested. If you can find a way to make profitable trading algorithms, just essentially copy what I'm doing, get really good at Python AI coding, right? This dense block of text right here is what you would make a profitable trading algorithm from. It looks like complete nonsense, but this is the most dense form of data. Sorry, wait, not there. You still trying to use ChatGPT to make, oh, it's still not working. Not there, I have it. Literally, we got the data right here. We're about to test, we're about to see if it was good data. This backtesting thing you need to okay, so when you're not there, when you're L2 backtesting, it needs to be very over-engineered. Now, I'm not saying over-engineered in the aspect, but you need a lot of engineering that goes into this in order to not leak ahead. In order to a D-type style backtest, it's it's a lot going on here. There's so much. Like, I tried breaking it down. I posted that in the group chat or the Discord. Yeah, we're not really focused on the specifics of the risk to reward stuff. Jack, we are focusing on the math. We're doing math research. We're focusing on the core signals. I think the script does like $10,000. Okay, hold on, guys. Hold on. We need to see what happened with this data so that we can. Let me focus. Let me focus and get my context here. Focusing. Shoot. Oh, that's not it. Okay. Okay, how much are you risking per trade? We're 10,000, I think. Since wouldn't low capital be deleted from fees? Well, Jack, we're gonna be leverage trading. We're doing futures trading, so we can technically do low capital. What is the base to make the algo you need? For any algo, we're going to need these core things. We're gonna need, I was diving deep into the layers, but at the end of the day, we're going to need our core alpha edge, which is something that looks at the market physics. We're going to need a way to decide that will be the entry and exit signal. Yeah, it's a crypto bot, Jack. It's a futures trading crypto bot. Does that make sense? Okay, this is getting way too deep in here. Can it trade gold? 100%. It's 100%. If any, so what I'm looking at is just order book and tick level data. I was in Tube 5 for coding research. Yeah, there you go. Not there. You could do it. I know you can use AI to do it. You want it, bro? What platform, Taj, would you want where do you trade gold at? Because that's like the most nuanced thing. It's like, what platform? No, dude, you're prompting it wrong. Not there. You're so biased. You're biased. All right, let's see what happened. Signal quality at 1 second is 0.53 and stays positive out to minutes. Monotonic decile curve. This is what we need to see. The monotonic. Okay. This is good data. We have something good here. All right, selection EV, 17 bips. Made the policy select nothing. So you're, okay. All right. Cool. Bearish right now, BTC? I mean, it looks like it's kind of forming this formation, so maybe it'll break out. It'll probably, I don't know. There's always some liquidation event that occurs before it breaks out to all-time highs. It always happens. Like, it's been doing this stuff for a long time. It's going, basically doing the same thing over here. So, yeah. I expect it maybe to overshoot down here. I don't know. Who cares? My trading algorithm will do it for us, right? We don't need to think about this anymore, guys. This is the old way. Did you learn Python yet? No, not there. I did not. How dare you? We are AI only. We don't need to learn it. I'm getting great data right here. All right. Okay. I'm learning it, but it's really not that deep, right? I go look through my code. I'm reading code all the time, but I'm not like truly, like I kind of look at what this does. This is that. I'm reading code. Yeah. There's zero shot I'm ever gonna learn how all this freaking works. Zero chance. The thing is, like, I'm never going to compete with AI, so. You know my position on this, not there. I know you're very biased with the learn the code. You're very biased. Oh, what's up, Iron Titan? What's up? I didn't even realize you just gifted me a bunch of shit. That's dope. Iron Trading, crushing it. Double O Trading is back. Bro, will the algo work on my broker, for example? Exness? All right. So you need an API to hit. Like if Exness does not provide a public API for direct trading. So it will not work, unfortunately. You will need, if you want to go algorithmic trading, you need to work around the better brokerages that offer the API. Okay, we might need to make this a little bit more. We're gonna make 4 files instead of just having 2 giant ones. I feel like that's kind of screwing us. But yeah, I think it does because I did an algo one time, connected my Exynos accounting using my terminal. You did. Quen just told me a little bit. Exynos does not provide a public API. Okay, maybe it's a private API. That there might be some nuance there. You're probably right. Well, I can go look at Exynos. I've never heard of this. I would never trade on Exynos, but I have never heard of this. Never heard of this. Oh, I can't even go here, man. What are we doing here? Okay, it's out. Okay, it's one of these out of state things. Resources. Nope. Yeah, Exynos is not good. If you would go to resources, you need like SDK. You need some sort of developer documents. Doesn't have it, so it's not meant for me. This is no good. Worthless to me. Rejected. I use C++, but my brain is so dumb right now. Yeah, dude, just do the manual vibe coding. What technology do you use, friend? I'm using Python. Ayo, we got LT in the chat. And what places do you generally seek to find alpha? We seek it through the AI, okay? We're seeking full AI alpha. LT, gotta get my quant dev going. LT, what happened to Crow, dude? Did it dump? Or is it still up? Okay, see, look, it hit perfectly on my target here. Crow got stuck in the fib zone. Literally perfectly touched the 26. So remember, the markets only work if some of our bots disagree. Oh no. What does that mean, dude? What does that even mean? I love it. Double O Trading comes in here, tells me our bots are disagreeing with each other. And then he wants me to program it with emotions. I love it. I love it. Okay, make sure I can run this no args, no CLI with. Which way do you think Crow will go? Thanks. Oh, okay. Well, honestly, it's probably going to consolidate this gain, so a mean reversion is more or less very likely. So, I don't know, maybe like a little bit under. It looks like it hit bottom here, but you never know. Like if the government starts buying this, like obviously it could just fly up. But I don't know, 20 cents maybe. 20 cents is like, if you want to liquidate all the longs, like the exchanges are looking at 20 cents for sure. They're looking down here. They're probably looking at this little gap. Yeah, appreciate. Hope you share the algo code and implementation there, bro. Yeah, of course, Dad. I do share the code. You just gotta ask me. But my code will only work for Hyperliquid. You're gonna have to really customize the code. What are you using to vibe code with? I'm using ChatGPT 5. How are you doing? What's up, Adhav? Yo. Is that Cursor? No. It is similar to Cursor. What? No, I won't. What is cursor? Cursor is this right here. You need to use a better LLM? No. 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 Love your dedication. Yeah, Drake, I'm here every day. We're coding it up. We're getting profitable. Psychology doesn't have to be emotional. It can be patience, conviction. Double O Trading loves market psychology. I feel like he's a full psychologist. Thanks, Drago. I appreciate you, man. Yeah, we're gonna do it, guys. I don't know, Paul. The GPT-5 is one of the better ones. Grok 4 is decent. It's not there yet. Whatever happened to writing code with your own brain? Well, that's fully gone, Disco. I'm sorry, but we do live in a new world where anyone can code with English, and they can code anything to a certain level of sophistication. It's really just up to what your mind is capable of prompting at this point. So let's be honest here, Quant Dev Community Crow is Oh man, LT, what did it shave off? Okay, you only shaved like 30%. That's no big deal. No big deal. Look, at the end of the day, Crow is gonna kind of follow what Bitcoin's up to. So Bitcoin does look like it's, I don't know, looks kind of bottomy. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on in the markets right now. So, can you code for NinjaTrader? I could, but I don't like C#. Yeah, we're generating code, Disco. I understand, man. I whatever you want to think of it, it's like I'm getting really good results, so it doesn't matter how I do it. I just changed my major to comp sci junior year. I'm learning Python. Do I have a chance? It's your chance is significantly less than it was before, for sure. There will still be jobs but at the end of the day, you're competing with GPT-5, so you need to get really good. You get real good, or you just hope like you get a great entry level and you can just kind of fit into a job where they let you use AI. No, this is not high frequency. Wanda, why do you do this? Not trading algos, but the content creation. Yeah, I'm trying to become an entrepreneur, so you need you need to create the audience. Riley on YouTube and Wanda's out there. Just focus on ML. Yeah, exactly. I would just kind of if you're using Python and you want a job, do ML stuff. Learn some business. STEM is way stronger in India and China. USA is cooked. Interesting opinion. That's a hot take there. Okay. Yeah, USA might be, the job market might be cooked in general anywhere. But it won't happen for a long, long time. Okay, so we got this new file. What's Trump is I don't know. I mean, we might actually go down when Trump gets out, but we'll see. We'll see, guys. All I care about is profitable trading algo. Okay, what's up, Edvin? What's going on, guys? What's going on? We're coding here with English, the English language coding. And if y'all wanted to know, you need an alpha layer. It's like the most important aspect to your profitable future trading algorithm. The role of the alpha layer is to extract prediction structure from noisy returns. And this is grows what is needed. Yeah, the US government is gonna get bailed out by Crow. Oh geez. Let's see, what other things can we look at? I mean, it went up, so it's gonna consolidate. It went up. It went up. They honestly hit that fib level It'll probably just chop around 38 cents and 23 cents. And then it'll kind of slowly chop its way up once. When you normally stream, I'm only half paying attention. I've been learning C. That's cool, Edwin. I stream whenever, usually after, like, I'm Central Time, I think, so. I don't know. All my stuff's recorded on my YouTube, so. Paul, you could always go back and look at all my previous lives. It's going to consolidate at 100. I think we have a target up here at 1 million per coin, guys. So we'll just set our target up here. No big deal. We're gonna, 300x. Yeah, that seems very, very doable within 20 days, maybe. 204 million%. Yeah, we're all rich. You look at my recent crazy person videos and your brain will get thinking. What are you like psychologically? Like, I won't dox you out here, but you look at my recent crazy person videos. I'm looking at your videos and they don't seem like to be aligned with anything I'm doing here. Absolutely rejected. I only care about crow and trading algorithm. Absolutely zero alignment there. I will not look at the brain rot crazy video. Okay, so we're getting 4 new files here. Going off the internet. All right. Yeah, you might be going crazy, dog. I don't know. Do you have any technical background at all? No, we're using English to code. We are doing this. Okay, I'll take a look at it, Paul. If you're in the Discord, let me know. What real-time data do you use? Right now we're using Hyperliquid Ethereum data. So from hyperliquid.xyz, I have ETH perps, so I have fills, or the tick level data, and then I have 10 levels of order book data. We have these right here. And then we create basically a D-type backtest. If you know, you know, right? So, and then we make these gold events, and then that's what we're testing and get this data from. So we are refactoring the code a little bit just so that we can take the load off of like test and kind of just have a little more modular here. So we got gold. So we're gonna have these new files here. So we're gonna have models.ev. We're gonna have ETL utils. Okay. So there's some load that was taken off. So this doesn't shock me at all. By the way you talk. Backtest is not some in the know term. It's like knowing. Yeah. It's definitely that. Yeah, D-type for L2. So backtesting on L2 is some of the most complicated backtesting you can do. And if someone has some script out there, guaranteed it's like leaking and looking ahead and it's garbage. Boom, 5K likes. Thanks, LT. LT's crushing the likes. Okay, Paul, does Paul have AI psychosis? Is that what we're saying here? All right, should we review one of his videos? All right, I'll watch literally, okay, which one?
You're probably thinking, what's this guy in a t-shirt?
No, dude. Okay, no. Sorry, I tried, dude, I can't. Wow, we had to reject it. All right, we're going back to this. Sorry. I know. Yeah, Paul is an OG solid. Nobody, not that one. I don't know. There's no rhyme or reason here. Listen to me now. I mean, you're getting a lot of videos in for sure. But yeah, guys, we just want a trading algo. Like, we're just trying to D-type backtest here. About when trading stocks, what data do you use? I'm always going to be looking for that L2, L3 style data. I will never be caught using the K-line data. Once you get the bot on how often will you iterate, I will never stop creating trading algorithms, Jack. There's going to be a pipeline of profitable trading algorithms so that I can deal with the decay. This is the way. So I'm going to generate hundreds of different trading strategies from this data, and we're just only going to use the best ones. You were using, yeah, I know, I tried, Chris. Chris, we tried, all right? I went back, I was very biased. I was like, we're never using K-line, blah, blah, blah. I tried. You really can't see there's no edge there. There's zero edge. You're right, we were using K-lines before. I tried again because, I think I wasn't using GPT-5 to do K-line stuff, but we tried going back. We'll probably end up going back at some point just to do something simpler. But at the end of the day, there's so much more alpha from the L2 data. Like you can really look at market physics. So unfortunately, you can use L2 data with K-line. Like, so the thing is, the data I had wasn't sufficient. But yeah, Chris, he knew we were K-line at one point. No. Yeah, we tried K-line for a little bit, but it really didn't work out. It was not giving us nearly this level of granularity here. What API? The Hyperliquid API? Investo? For stocks, I would go directly to the exchange. I know IEX or something like that, IEX exchange or something, they offer free data. But it's their own data. So this exchange, I feel like is, yeah, exactly. IEX is free. So you can get it from alpaca.finance. They offer, but at the end of the day, I feel like it's very limited data. I don't know if it's like the full, I don't know. I've looked into it briefly, but yeah, definitely look at the IEX exchange. They offer free data. Let me see where it is. Market data. But the issue is that it's their order book. What, Paul? Paul, what you on about? What's going on? What's going on in there, man? Have you ever made an indicator that uses L2 data? Of course. I have actually, and I was messing around with that sort of concept for my quantdev.ai website. Future quant. Hell yeah, brother. Future quant right there. Yeah, I definitely am very interested in making custom indicators with L2 data. I can essentially take my trading algorithm and essentially make it as an indicator. Like a trading algorithm will be just as good as an indicator. Like it'll tell you when it's buying, when it's selling. It's really all you need. Is this the best quant dev in the game? Hands out. Yeah. Guys, there's no one doing it with, like, no one's running code. Like people are kind of just like telling you stuff, and it's like it's mind expanding, but it's literally like the old, they're never gonna tell you the new stuff. They're never gonna put you in the real game. They're always gonna keep you one step behind them. I'm showing you the best backtesting script right here. I'm running through the whole code. Y'all could essentially steal this. But if y'all join the Discord, I can make this a little bit more usable for other people. But at the end of the day, this is going to be very specific to me and my goals here. You're already behind if you aren't building your own book. Well, Chris, we're a little bit behind, all right, my man? It's okay, but we're trying to get ahead. What happened here? Oof. F is not defined. I'll admit, you probably are right about GPT-5 for this. If you're working, yeah, exactly. You need a super highly intelligent LLM in order to do the stuff. GPT-5, you're gonna be fighting and constantly battling. It's gonna get lost in context. So you're gonna sell the AI stock information. I will eventually offer like the trading algorithm for sale if it's really good and I'm using it. So yeah, eventually I'll offer software. Sonnet is good for like web dev code. Like it doesn't need to go that deep. Yeah, okay, wow, this is really failing here. Okay. Let us reset the GPTs. We got Crow at 1 million target. All right, we're moving that. We're looking at ETH. And wow, it looks like it broke out for a second. That's interesting. I didn't notice that. What's your background? Not this, that's for sure. Subscription to your results? Yeah, you want the Discord? You can follow along on the Discord here. Yeah, if you want to see the end results or just follow my accounts for the end results. Look, if we can't get profitable, then no one can. Because we're doing it right here. So, all right, I did context grabber. A little bit of an issue with that. Gold. Oh man, this is all gold. How is this man not blowing up? Well, because JT, no one is truly trying to dive this deep into the quant dev space. They just kind of want like some fluff. Yeah, you better believe they're using AI and machine learning. They've been doing it for a while. Wouldn't this just match the market returns? Well, at the end of the day, it's, yeah, we're always trying to beat buy and hold strategies. And that's like obviously your best. If you have a bunch of capital, just buy and hold. Like you really don't need an algo. But, you know, some people want algos to trade. So trading algos have been around forever, but got that AI superpower. Yeah, literally. We literally got the superpower. Like, let's see here. All right, guys, we're trying to focus here. Let's see, where was the problem? Yeah, there it was. So we need to. Do you know how transformers work? Yeah, kind of. Like I know about backpropagation, gradient descent, attention mechanism, tokenization. What else do I know about? Yeah, I've dived deep into it because you want to deconstruct where the transformer was kind of creating the intelligence and kind of like extracting that intelligence for your own purpose, but. You know, it might be just the fact that it's just scaled up so much. Thanks, JT. Brings back good memories. Yes, sir, user. We got some good memories, good vibes. We're a positive community. Don't forget when backtesting to account for order fill. 100%. We're making sure we're accounting for, you know, the entry and exit costs. We're not looking ahead. This is leak free. This is D-test. D-type. Backtest. Bro, need to get cracking to keep you safe. Pretty simply to understand, actually so good. Yeah. I was working with this this HRM AI thing. I'm gonna extract the good parts from this and put it into like a trading bot. I tried it earlier. It was okay, but I'm definitely gonna go back to that. We're focusing on just getting this running. Oh, cool, dude. Get Kraken. It's an app. Sorry, Get Kraken is like two things. It's like Kraken is a trading exchange, and then Get. Interesting. Cool. Review code, share back to share. All right. Yeah, guys, we're just out here on a Friday, just coding our stuff up with AI. So this wasn't, let's see what it says here. So our last run, what happened? What we working on, Big Dog? We got, so it's an L2 backtest script. So we're using Ethereum perp data from Hyperliquid. We are backtesting on that D type. Very, very interesting to, it's super complicated to backtest on L2 data. It's not easy. Y'all should try it. But yeah, L2 backtest. So, and we're getting this file, it's just a big JSON file with all the data. This makes money. This will eventually make money for sure. Kelly, this is literally step one in order to get profitable trading algorithm. Well, we'll short it then. Like my bot can do both. Interesting. Yeah, so you need to backtest in order to get profitable. You need to have that pipeline just constantly testing on data. So we have 3 months here, and we're gonna keep growing this. This is a big JSON file, dude. This is a big JSON. Big old JSON file. All right, let's see what this says here. It wasn't that good. The 40 microstructure features that we were testing, so we're testing 40 different Python, for sure, dude. So much easier to work with. Just iterate in Python and then port over to C++ with AI. Have you heard of Alora networks? You could make some money on predict. No, we're just gonna make money normally with futures trading. No need to go weird. I don't trust anyone else's data. People pay you for your prediction. Well, people will pay for the software that makes the prediction too. It's like you're just third partying. I'm no good with third party. What do you do for work, bro? I'm in the Air Force right now. I do BMET work, but I'm getting out in December. What's your opinion on footprint charts and volume profile? Interesting. I've never heard of footprint charts, but I know there's different ways to create candles. Footprint chart and discretionary trading. Footprint. No, I haven't seen it. I want to see what a footprint chart looks like. Let's see. Let's get a visual here. I'm definitely still interested in like normal indicators, but I'm really, okay, I don't want this to be crazy. Okay. Oh, this stuff? No, that's way too noisy, dude. That's, I'm doing the same thing without, yeah, this is no good. This is good if you know what you're looking at, but I'm doing the same sort of microstructure stuff in my, yeah, number one beat there. Yeah, I'm getting out. Do you feed your AI visual data? No, but there is a way to create order book data and like kind of think of it as pixel data, almost like use it in a diffusion based style AI. There's so many different AI things you can do with the data, which is really interesting, and we'll get into that. But yeah, there is you can do diffusion based trading algorithm where you use the order book data as like pixel data. But yeah, at the end of the day, you want to just be using the raw numbers. The pixels get turned into numbers, dude. So even if you feed something visually, it's like you're turning those pixels into data. Yo, go to order flow. The indicator will never give you anything, and they will eat you alive with these. Well, there's so much different order flow math, but yeah. We're testing 40 different microstructure. We're gonna test out the agentic capability of this here. You ready? We're going agent. We're going add context. How do I just do the whole thing? Code base. Add context. We'll do that. Wait, we got gold, we got ETH. See, I don't like this. This is not cool, dude. Test. All right, we're gonna try the agentic. Well, okay. You think discretionary can be profitable? I think if you're using your fingers and like looking at the charts, it's tough because the computers are honestly way better. With the word, what's that dope style? What? Order flow, delta, imbalance. Good luck. I find one. What kind of PC do you recommend to run this? You can use anything. I like using Windows 11. I have a 5070 Ti. Let's see. And then I have just like a nice CPU with like 32 gigs of RAM. So I got the 7900X. Yeah, just have a nice desktop PC. Should be solid. Yeah, you can run these like once you develop it and all that stuff, but backtesting does require a little bit. Oh, then you can start doing some pretty cool stuff. Yeah, I would start messing with some AI stuff, start training up some AI on some data. Is this a WM, Windows machine? Is that what that means? Yeah, Windows. Don't need PC, I'm running on my phone. Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah, user, you can put like an EC2 instance on AWS or whatever and run it in the cloud, but you're gonna be paying some extra some money. So if you don't mind paying, okay, cool. Yeah, eventually once I get a profitable trading algorithm, then I'll have some sort of phone app where I can monitor the algo from my phone, some sort of connection like that. But we're not there yet. We don't need that. We're just running it here. This is literally not working though. Or it just takes forever. All right, we're gonna stop that. We're gonna go file by file. Okay. All right, how close are you being profitable? Like literally probably like a week, honestly. If I consistently run this backtest code, I'll find something that's profitable. Yeah. Well, we're close. We're very close. Yeah, this was the whole thing that was holding me back. Having this cleaned up data and then just running mass amounts of tests. So every time we test something, we're testing 40 different microstructure indicators, and we're testing at different like time frames. So we're going like I think like up to 30 minutes or something. Okay, evaluate 2x, but I try this. You don't need backtesting. Delta is 3.5. Yeah, I'm sure there's some simpler strategies that just work. Thanks for the follow, man. But we're gonna get a whole list. We're gonna get 40 different data points, and we're gonna layer in. So we're doing it like a hedge fund would do it with their quants. So we want to do it most professional. Okay. The most professional way here. Awesome. I've tried. Okay, okay. So we got ETH utils, ETL utils. We have the gold file. Did I miss the live pillow? No, we're still here. We're still running it live. We're doing, we've added 2 extra files to my script. We got some decent data over here. So take away strong short horizon signals that decays with time. So obviously microstructure stuff is, it was LT's back on YouTube. Yeah, so obviously the shorter the time frame, the stronger the signal for these sort of market physics indicators. So the longer it takes, the longer it is, that's the hard part, right? Taking market physics and extrapolating that signal further out. Like that's the most challenging thing. So we got 1 second to 30 minutes. We're testing 40 different data points. Signals are meaningful at very short horizons. So IC is 0.53 at 1 second and decays fast. Okay. So we're probably gonna have to shift some of the math that we're looking at, and we're gonna try, right now we kind of targeted this. This essentially proves that you can predict the market, and if you can react within 1 second, you can literally get very good results. But we're not there. We're not there at all. So we're gonna have to switch up the math to be more targeting the 30-minute to 10-minute time frame. So elaborate, please, Lal. So we're looking at the most granular type of indicator, right? So we're looking at order book and tick level data, 40 different ones. The edge is really good at predicting price when it comes to 1 second. So we have the IC here. All right, let's explain this here. I know the algo. Yeah, of course, man. We're gonna get this a little bit. Okay, so each value is a rank correlation Spearman between your model's score and the future return measured at the over that horizon. 1 second, 0.5343 means over the next 1 second, higher model scores tend to rank with the higher realized returns quite strongly. 0.53 is big for microstructure. Okay, so we have something big. That's what AI is saying. But at the horizon lengths, the IC decays. So this is what we're dealing with. These signals are so strong in these short-term timeframes, but the holy grail is to take these short-term timeframe indicators and extrapolate out that signal further out. That's kind of the whole thing we're doing here. Watch the Tesla theory, time X price. This is very mathy. Like, this is the most mathy thing you could ever deal with right here. So microstructure effects are transient. Order flow imbalance, queue position, spread dynamics, reversion and noise dominate as you look further out. So latency and slippage erode short horizon edges faster. So there's always this give and take when this thing happens, right? So I can't trade that quickly, but if I could, it's like a cheat code. If you guys could trade within 100 milliseconds, then you can use some great indicators. But the thing is, can you trade without fees? You would need to be targeting larger moves, all this stuff. Like, there's so much nuance to this stuff. So bottom line, your model's predictive power is strong at 1 to 10 seconds, diminishes by 1 minute, and is effectively gone by 30 minutes. So we need to design the strategy to, essentially we need to restructure the code in order to target my further time frames. That's really all it is. But this is proving that my code is working. We're getting great data. Yeah, but that's slow for high frequency. The thing is, when you start doing this math and like doing this research, you realize like they could make hundreds of thousands of trades within 1 second and capture so much spread. Like they're printing money right now if you can trade with zero fees, which they are. So at the end of the day, we're gonna have to adjust. So we have great microstructure indicators that are giving us great edge, very large, and this is very accurate. Like, these numbers are accurate. But yeah, this is the whole thing. There's always a give and take, right? I got the script running. We're getting great data, but I need to target a certain time frame, right? 30 minutes is going to be, obviously, it's gonna have to change completely how we do the math in there. So yeah, but this is fun, dude. This is fun. This is good results. Like, it's not bad. I will expand on what that once neural net. Wait, what about using neural net algo to find the best fit? Yeah, exactly. Scaling. We're definitely going to be reaching. We're going to go so deep in AI. I just need to get a profitable normal algo in there first. But yeah, we're 100% going into AI, and that might be where our alpha lives. Just having a very sophisticated AI that can take these microstructure events and extrapolate it further out. So you're thinking good. What are microstructure signals? So it's just math that's looking at order book and tick level data like really quickly. And it's looking at essentially market physics. Yeah, Kaz, you can go into my YouTube and I'm live streaming there. Yeah, so there's the quality is so much better over there. So let's see. Here. At Dylan.signal, Siegel, signal. Cool. Yep, you can see I'm over here. Hey, there I am. You can see the code in HD, dude. Look at that, HD. So, yeah, I don't even know what Lua is, dude. You should immediately start using AI with Python on your computer. Immediately move away from any sort of third party that takes you out of the loop, right? You need to start prompting AI. This is the most valuable skill you're ever gonna learn, is just to prompt AI to get what you want, okay? So learn to prompt AI without having it agentically just kind of doing itself. So you're gonna learn the nuance and all of this stuff. So we're gonna run this again. We're just gonna make sure we get the similar results from this so that we have it dialed in, but then we're going to completely change the math to target our, we need to target those longer time frames. And then we could run, prompts are key, dude, exactly. And you gotta understand where the limitations are. You gotta learn to have an opinion on what tech, what third-party things to use, like what version of Python to use. Like you need to really dive deep on what you can do. Gold, and then, okay, cool. All right, we have that. All right, so we're gonna delete gold event here. We're gonna delete the 45 bips. That was garbage. Garbage. All right, Python. All right. Lua does, what is Lua? Hey man, what is L2 data in a quick terms? I could show you a visual representation of it. We can go here, my man. So L2 data is simply this. This is called the order book. And people are just placing buy and sells on this order book, and it's constantly changing. And like the way that the order book kind of fluctuates is like order flow and balance. And then you got these trades coming in. So this is all it is. L2 data is just simply the trades coming in, like was it a sell, was it a buy, how much, and the order book. This code is all written by AI. Of course, Kelly. Lua is a Roblox coding language? Wait, what? Dude. I mean, if you're into game development, hey man, Kaz, what's up? Where do you get the L2 data? Yes, so Kaz, if I'm using hyperliquid.xyz, you're going to be able to get, if you're able to if you're able to code or use AI to code, you can access Hyperliquid's AWS S3 bucket. They offer node fills. You're gonna want to download node fills, and you're going to target different order book. Like I got ETH, so you can download stuff from their S3 bucket. They have raw recorded LZ4 files recorded on there. So yeah, you're gonna have to get an AWS account. And yeah, so you can get, this is where I got my data from. It's completely free, essentially. It's like, 30 gigabyte download. And I don't even think I paid anything for it, because you do need to pay for the download fee. But other than that, yeah. So we're running gold again. We're building the test. We're building the gold event Parquet file. So this is my workflow, guys. We have the raw, essentially ETH fills and ETH order book, and then we're going to combine these in a certain way, in a D-type way, and we're doing a lot of things in here. So we're basically creating the test file, and then we'll run test again. So we make the data file from these two things with gold, and then with test, you run the data. So yeah, this is like pre-computing features and all that stuff, and making sure it's not looking ahead. And I'm watching on YouTube now, but how are you streaming on both? Yeah, both have different views. Yes. So here I have OBS here, guys. So that's for YouTube, and then I have TikTok Studio here. So you see how you can go vertical. This is how you build out. So I made 9 cents, guys. Look, we're crushing it. But yeah, that's how I do it. I have a webcam for TikTok. I probably should upgrade the webcam, but yeah. But you only can do this on Windows because TikTok Studio is only for Windows. All right, so we built that. And we, hopefully test works. Of course, test always never works. Yep. So that's how we're doing it. Wait, I don't have any idea how to backtest with that type of data. Do you make AI analyze it? Yes, exactly, Kaz. I do have my whole coding stuff is revolving around getting a condensed token-aware like JSON file and then giving it to AI. So I'm literally out of the loop. Is this quant stuff? This is the most sophisticated quant stuff on TikTok right now, dude. This is the most quanty quant. This is L2 backtesting. For real, this is L2 backtesting. We're doing something. We're doing something here. We just ran the backtest. We have our gold event file. Test had a little bit of error. We're gonna correct that. Yep. Okay. Oh, we have to rebuild gold. Okay. Good catch. We actually wrote 2 columns name. Oh shoot. AI, what you doing? What are you doing, AI? Option B. All right. Is this an intraday? Yeah, this is gonna be like, it's gonna hold for like max 30 minutes. So, yeah. Kaz, if you need help, just go in the Discord, my man. We got you. Where's the Discord link again? But yeah, we have a little bit of an error. But we got really good data from this. I was actually, so wait, what happened here? So formally, IC is often the Spearman rank correlation between the model scores, future returns. Okay, so at 1 second, do higher scores line up with higher realized returns and lower scores with lower returns? Okay, the Spearman correlation math is this. Apparently our main one is the Spearman correlation. This is what we're looking for. Why IC is strong. A correlation of 0.53 means that in practice, when the model ranks one observation higher than another, it's correct about the future. So wow, okay. If we have a Spearman correlation of 0.53, that means we are accurate more than 75% of the time. That's huge. That's really big, guys. How many screens you got? I only have 2 large screens. What exactly are you doing here? We're just researching microstructure indicators and we're backtesting with L2 data. So we're quant deving. Yeah, so I downloaded from Hyperliquid. You can download data from, so Hyperliquid records their raw API in LZ4 file format, which is like ND-JSON. And you're going to download it from the AWS S3 bucket. And yep, and you have to clean it. So you're going to have to extract the fills. Okay, I'm going to accept it, guys. I don't know who this is.
What's up, bro?
Hey, what's going on, dude?
Yeah, that's good, bro. What do you think?
Good. Are you into quant dev stuff or are you trying to battle? What? Oh, he left. I love it, guys. Oh, I have no idea what that means. Well, I only know for loops. AS strip. I'm using English to code all this, so yeah, you're good to just start going right into it. No, don't use S3. So many problems. I'm not using S3. It's Hyperliquid. That's where you get their data. So if you want essentially free data, you can either just start recording live WebSocket data in your own pipeline, or you can download a couple months, like 3 months of data from Hyperliquid, and they host it on S3. Moonless. Oh, no. I will just collect data on my own computer. It's like, I'm not paying money for the cloud. No. Yeah. So yeah, they were asking where I got this data from, and that's where you get it from. You'll get it from Hyperliquid's S3 bucket, And yeah, you can figure it out. Maybe if you can't figure it out, go to the Discord and I can help you. How far back does it go? So yeah, the issue is that the node fills, which is every trade that's ever happened on the exchange, only goes back like 3 months. So in order to tie in the order book, which is like year, like I think it's a year of order book data. Yeah, so you're gonna get 3 months. I have 3 months of the best data. What should you do the quarterly Jane Street comment? Oh, where does that, how do you do that? Is that on like a Kaggle or something? Yeah, yes, Addy, this is for crypto. We have ETH perp. Sometimes these Jane Street things are just like, you're doing mindless work for them. Or sometimes it's like really crazy. It's like predict the future with AI. And I'm just like, okay, what are we doing here? Okay, yeah, I think I've seen those. Yeah, I looked into it. It was just like, I don't know if I want to do that right now. I'm doing something a little bit different. Let's see. But yeah, I do keep up with usually, okay. But they give you like data that's like, it's like you don't know the data and you're limited, so just figure it out. I don't know. Sometimes they like kind of set you up for failure. And there's like whoever gets, but I'll look into it. Thanks for the, I don't know when people are gifting me. Honestly, it's crazy. I won IMC. Oh, for real? That's dope, dude. What we trade in ETH, Kaz, we're trading ETH. That's sick. Moonless got some money from Kaggle here. All right, let's see what kind of competitions we got going on. Yeah, featured, clearly. So we got big AI query. Oh. All right, that's a big one. I want quant. Does Jane Street still have one? Oh, wow, okay. 2 months ago? 4 years ago? Oh, these were... Yeah, those are some decent prize pools, right? Let's see the big ones. Reward. Let's go max reward. Wow. 2 million. Wait, and close 90% new GitHub issues? Zillow. ARC prize, yeah. Honestly, I'm really interested in the ARC prize. How's the 5% emotion settings working? What? We did not program emotions into the code, okay? Absolutely not. It's emotionless. It's just crunching numbers, dude. That's all it does. All it does is crunch number. All right, we got gold. Gold. Cool. Gold. Then we have test. Right? Let's see, yeah. All right, we'll rerun gold and get the fixed. Yeah, guys. Would love a G502. Is that like a private jet? A G500? Let's see if there's anything. Solve national level math challenges. Data science, deepfake, data collection, ARC prize. Wait. Recently launched. Let's see here. Something really too quanty. Yeah, maybe when Jane Street does it. Have you dabbled in other areas like seasonality or rules-based algorithm? That's a very broad sense, but yes, I tested a little bit of the seasonality, but it wasn't giving me good edge, and the rules-based algorithm, yeah, my algorithm does work with rules. But right now we're just researching how well the math predicts the market, specifically with this IC, information coefficient. Formally, IC is often the Spearman rank correlation between model scores your predicted signal at time t and future returns over some horizon here. So I have something in this code that is predicting the market more than 75% of the time, but only within 1 second. So good luck using that. No, but we have to adjust what we're doing. That mouse lets you scroll hella fast. Yeah, you gotta scroll real fast when you're dealing with these big code files here. These aren't that big, but only 700 lines of Python. But yeah, we need that latency safe gold data set for the backtest. But yeah, so we'll run this. We're gonna just see if we can't repeat what we got here. So we're gonna try and see if our 1 second stuff, because we really didn't change the math. So it should be very similar to what we saw here. If we get this very similar results and able to run everything smoothly, then I'll go back into the AI and start doing a new ideation process where it's like, hey, this is the data we got. Like we're really good at the 1 second, but we really need to be focusing on the tail end, like the 30-minute, the 10-minute style math. And then we'll go through some new ideas where it's like, okay, we're gonna have to take this, we're gonna have to, we're gonna do some stuff. Do you work with option contracts instead of this high frequency? Yeah, I could work on anything, Kaz, but we will eventually move into, so here's the pipeline. We're gonna make, a profitable trading algorithm this way, traditional like CPU-based math for Ethereum, futures trading. Then we're gonna do an AI trading algorithm, similar, get an AI trading algorithm profitable for Ethereum. And then we're gonna move into the traditional space. Once I start getting some money and I can pay for the data and start doing some more things with the normal market, the New York Stock Exchange, NASDAQ style markets, then we'll start getting into that. But right now, free data is 15 minutes delayed. I might be able to work around that delay. You never know. Like just start calculating Greeks from like free data from whatever. Have you tried wavelets? Yes, I have tried wavelets and used to measure peaks. I've definitely done some wavelet stuff. It wasn't really working out. I actually had a wavelet tensor core here or something. It was paper. Yeah, here it is. We were doing some, oh, that wasn't it. Yeah, I had this doing wavelets. Where was it? Features. Yes, we were doing order flow wavelet tensor summary. So we had OWT math. So I've definitely messed around with wavelets for sure. Did you incorporate Black-Scholes Merton equation in your model? No, I don't think so, Mr. Shinebright. I don't think I've. It's probably using very similar concepts to that prediction algorithm, whatever. But there's 40 different equations in the thing we're testing, so I don't necessarily know all of it, okay? And actually, fundamentally, we're gonna have to change everything in that. Look at that. The deets. Cool. Discord popping off, guys. We've got some good people in there. What happened here? Did we run? Oh, we're running it right now. Okay. So we're just waiting for a test to finish, and we'll see what kind of data we can get from that. But so, I guess this wouldn't know what the math was. I'll drop some ads to the wavelets, but I have to use quantum style functions to get my prediction. Oh, okay, so you're using some like quantum equation to simulate a quantum equation, I would assume. Very cool, dude. Yeah, I haven't gotten that crazy with like the quantum simulated equations, but okay. So this is the math that was doing. Wait, yes, the good result comes from a very standard bit of math in quant research, rank correlation. Oh, okay. So if you guys use rank correlation Spearman's, it gives you really good, predictions at 1 second. So if you know, I just gave you some primo if you're trying high frequency. Review the data. What's your background in? How long have you been doing it for? Yeah, my background is not in quant, and I've been doing this for like a couple of years, coding with AI. And I've almost recently, like GPT-5 has really kind of unlocked some ability. So we've been making insane progress with GPT-5. Before this was a little out, I mean, I was getting progress done, but this is like, we're doing it. Like this is it. This is the most professional backtest script for L2 data right now that I've ever worked with. So, can you drop the disk in? Oh yeah. And sometimes I'm gonna be not looking at the YouTubes. Where's my Discord links? Copy. Discord link coming to YouTube land. Kaz, I got you. There it is. Cool. All right, so we got this data here. Yeah, we're just gonna run it through AI, and then I'm going to fully refactor the code, fully destroy the code so that we just focus on 30 minutes. We need max profit at 30 to 10 minute hold time. So, nice, I ran through the JSON, here's the blunt read. Yeah, so the same data we got. So guys, we were able to get that 1 second IC at 0.54. This is really good. The alpha looks real nice, I see, but microstructure cost calibration is too optimistic. Okay, so hold on, he's going way too, hold on. Yeah, guys. Yeah, Kaz, appreciate you, man. The Discord is popping off. So we're gonna fully refactor this. This was a little bit focusing on so that 1,000 millisecond, it's that 1 second, 5 second, 10 second. No. We need to focus on like, Pillow, is that your link? Is that linked to it? I don't know. But either way, I have it right here. That's my link. How has your past 2 years been? No, so I wasn't truly. So at the end of the day, I've been like learning the AI coding space for the couple years. I haven't really dialed like focused super heavily probably until the beginning of this year on quant focused stuff. It was always in the back of my head, but I just got really good with AI coding, and I was just like, you know what, it's time to do something real cool here. But always been interested in like financial education stuff. Oh, it's mine? Okay. Well, that's the new one I have. That one for sure works. Vim or NeoVim? Nick, that's a trick question, man. You're tricking me. Neither one will satisfy your need for the NeoVim. All right, love it. If you only care about alpha beyond 1 minute, we should stop optimizing microstructure minutiae and refactor the pipeline around slower signal formations, leakage, safe lab. Yeah, exactly. See, now we're doing the full restructuring here. What will change? High level. Okay. Wait. Let's make a list of all the novel math that we should test and code up before coding. So we're gonna do an ideation process where we're gonna get a nice list of math to test that is specifically designed to give me that alpha beyond the 1 minute to 30 minute time frame. So yeah, we're making progress, guys. So once I start learning this math, this is going to be fundamentally different math, right? So before we were looking at very small little, okay, path and return geometry, multi-minute, cool. Cool. Look, shape and field integrals, cool. Order flow at scale, OFI plus turnover, entropy and complexity, spectral roughness. Okay, we're gonna get a nice, okay. This seems like a lot, okay. Does this code even work? Yes, sir. ERA. Look, we have our data here, and we confirmed twice that our Spearman correlation had a 0.53. So we were able to iterate and get the same number. So if you ever are able to trade within under 1 second, then you can use Spearman rank to make greater than 75% of the time is accurate. So pretty decent edge there. Like that's the information coefficient is very good. So we researched that and we double checked it. So specifically for Ethereum, like obviously this might change, but yeah, we were doing a little bit more higher frequency style math, but we're completely refactoring it to do higher time frame, like into the minutes. You know what would be cool? A code that buys options sell when yeah, ERA. That's 100% where we're headed towards. This is going to be a futures trading bot for Hyperliquid. Essentially doing the same thing, fully automated trading, leveraging and shorting, longing, doing all that cool stuff. But all of the stuff I'm doing here is essentially going to translate into any other asset class, like options. Options is a little bit more multi-dimensional and a little bit more, I don't know, different because of the Greeks and all that stuff. But yeah. Would this actually work on futures brokerages? Lots of brokers don't like. Yeah, they don't like it because that's cheating. But also, what's the auto trading program called? This is fully custom code. This is mock code. This is a high frequency backtest Ethereum. So we're just researching right now. It's nothing. It's just my Python code. There's no. Oh, sorry. Hyperliquid.xyz is the exchange. It's a crypto exchange. I can post it here. Yep. That you can download data from them. Like I don't know how crazy you want to get into it, but you can get data from their they record data, not on this, but you can get it from their Amazon S3 bucket. And yeah, you can push orders via API, get free WebSocket data. There's a test net. So they have it all. This is it's like very, like they popped up out of nowhere and they're one of like the top 20 cryptos. Thanks for the follow. But yeah, Hyperliquid for sure. Highly recommend trading on that platform. It's very liquid. It's Hyperliquid. 6.3 billion was traded in Ethereum today. So that's what we're targeting. Yep, appreciate Era. Yeah, so yeah, that exchange, it's a little more nuanced when you're calling the API because it is a blockchain-based exchange. So there are some workarounds if you are a U.S. citizen. You just need to onboard with a VPN, and then once you're off this website, you can fully hit it with Python scripts without ever getting geo-blocked. So would this be trading consistently? Have you tried it on paper? Yeah, so we're just researching right now. We're finding the math that we want to use for our trading algorithm. Are you going to drop to no, we won't drop to C++ because there's no need. I have a latency on this exchange of 1.4 seconds, so Python is plenty quick for that. Now I'm not saying we'll never go to C++ or like Rust or something, but I would only need that if we're operating in the millisecond style. Like if we're probably operating under 10 milliseconds, I'd feel like I would need to use C++. But there's no way. Oh, what's the tech? Yeah. Yes, silence. I need to move this a little bit closer so I can see. Yeah. At any time, at any moment, I could drop this to C++, but it's going to be a nightmare to debug and all that stuff. The Ethereum or Python debugging is way easier than C++, specifically on like Windows. It's like a nightmare. It's a nightmare. Okay, we're getting the full refactor here for, you know, the longer time frames. So, yeah, we should be getting more relevant alpha from this. Like, so, yeah, this should be decent. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, test was the last one. Okay, cool. All right, let's see if that will build. And then we'll probably keep iterating off of this. This seems decent. Delete that. Oh shit, no, yeah, that makes sense. I mainly C++ in Linux distros. Yeah, I do have a Linux server blade right next door here. There's just no need. It's a little more, you know how it is. Like C++ is kind of out there. I've done like CUDA kernel stuff with C++, and then I've done C++ coding. I guess it was mostly CUDA kernel stuff, but it was annoying. Like to get that CMake file, like little things like mess up the whole code. I was able to get things to run, but it was like you can't even. I have to use not VS Code. I need to use Visual Studio in order to run. It was just a nightmare. I quickly moved beyond that. Rust is much easier to do the iterative process, so I feel like I would just do Rust. But I do like messing with the CUDA kernel, like the custom C++ CUDA kernel, like that's for sure something I'm highly interested in, and I can use that in my Python environment. So you have to know the impact on the silicon for sure, but yeah. So there's a way to just have AI research the silicon primitives, and you can just do some crazy things with AI, like just target silicon primitives. Have it like, tell it your hardware, be like, hey, target my Blackwell GPU. What kind of silicon primitives we can access here in the CUDA 12.9? Let's see what we can do here. What kind of AI? But I was crashing my computer actually from that. You have to know, yeah. It's cool to go real low level, and AI is really good at low level stuff. But at the end of the day, Python is working out for me here. So there's no need to shift right now. I'm getting really good data. We're making progress, and everything's working out. Great. It's great. Nice. You're not a vibe coder then, but you're using, well, I don't know. Okay, I am a vibe coder to a lot of like people who are in the software engineering space. But at the end of the day, I'm learning a new skill. Like if you just focus on prompting AI to get what you want, like you can go so deep. So like, it's hard to describe it. You really don't need to know traditional coding anymore because you work so much quicker and you can do way more sophisticated things just with AI. And you really don't need to know. You just need to know like what you want, and you have to be very nuanced with the context. Yeah. We're vibe coding still. So true. Yeah. You're okay, yeah. If you're a CS major and you see what I'm doing here, and I'm like not understanding the code fully, then you're like, okay, yeah, something. But you need to learn to use AI. Like just
just get your thing, like you're already in school, get your thing, get an entry-level job, and just hopefully that job lets you use AI. But yeah, or try doing something entrepreneurial with the AI. Like people, yeah, improve efficiency. Like you can really improve efficiency, like beyond efficient. And you can dive so deep onto things. Yeah, you got to write so much boilerplate. Yeah, it really is like brain rot. Like college is like brain rot. Yeah, it's like you need to know the basics, but it's like I'm using none of the basics, and I'm doing really code a methbot. Oh, you can't. I don't know what a methbot is, dude. What is that? Yeah, it's about iterating. So we're gonna look. So it compiled nicely. I'm gonna give it this just to make sure nothing went wrong there. Yeah. Okay. Whoops. I learned in college I only use data structure. Really? Okay. Everything else is I know. Well, I mean, it's still a thing. I feel like education has fundamentally changed. It's so much more. If you have internet, you could literally learn anything with GPT-5. So, yeah, exactly. Everything you gotta learn. You gotta have you need to be highly motivated to do this stuff outside of class in order to get ahead in life, right? Because, at the end of the day, we're all competing, I guess, with each other. Things will definitely change. Hopefully, it's going to be more utopian style. Hey, thanks for sharing the live, Larry. Should we boost this? No, I'm gonna save my my promote money for tomorrow, where it's gonna pop off. But honestly, I don't want too much spammy comment or too many haters here. This is a good community here. What's going on in the quant dev? Okay, quant dev's popping off here. Let's see what my other... Yeah. Cool, guys. All right, we're gonna change test here because that needed fixing. Okay, that should have fixed it. Let's see. Just made 800. Oh my gosh, dude. What did you trade, Jack? That's some decent money for just... What are you trading? You shorting something? What's going on here? Are we shorting Ethereum? Bitcoin down. Yeah. ETH. Okay, cool. Cool. Yeah, ETH is kind of choppy right now. It's very choppy. Yeah, you had a little bit of a pullback from that all-time high. But yeah, we're gonna set our algo loose on this and see how well it does. Like, we're just gonna let it go. We're just gonna let it run. Oof. Okay. Another error. Hey, thanks for the gifting, Shanaban. Yeah, we can get Grok in here to come up with some new ideas. We will do that right now, actually. So we're going to take this code. Actually, we'll wait for the fix here. So you pass a full length, which expects vector. All right. Yeah, guys, I've been live for 2 hours. We made significant progress. We found out that if this math right here is extremely... I wonder if I can just ask AI. So a lot of this stuff, like, I probably could have just been like, yo, do you know about this? Like, tell me about its edge. So we're gonna do a test here to see what the pre-built knowledge is and for. Okay, So the Spearman rings correlation coefficient. What is the IC? Like, I have an EA which is backtested on gold on 5 years with 6 Sharpe ratio. Yes, I'm talking my insight. So you got to be really careful with backtesting, my man. So sometimes these backtest scripts are actually peeking ahead, and you got to understand, is that the order book data? Are you doing L2 backtest, or are you just doing K-line backtest? So at the end of the day, you're going to find out that backtesting with K-line data and running it live have drastically different things. You're going to really find out that your 6 Sharpe ratio on that backtest is performing extremely, like, really badly live, because you're just going to get chopped around without. But yeah, maybe you are doing this properly. I'm not sure. That's definitely, you're getting there, but I'd be very weary of really good results, right? Like, if I got a really good result, I would be so skeptical. I'd be like, okay, what happened here? Like, why did we get such a good result? Let's go back and, like, make sure it's accurate. So a lot of people get these grandiose style results, and they don't know the nuance of this backtesting style. Like, backtesting is difficult, okay? And after doing this, I've learned a lot. So don't know how well that would do live, but I would just run it live, see? Hey, talking my inside, please DM it to me. John, I wouldn't believe so many people, but plus consistent profit, what does that mean? Like, are you futures trading? Are you just longing? Like, everything's so nuanced, and like you can really dive deep. Oh, what happened here? Okay, we're good here. Yeah, you got to really think deeply about these things. All right, greater than 60 seconds, perfect. All right, we will run test again. Python test, go. I'm looking for consistent 25%. I'm not going to give it up. Yeah, John, doable, very doable. Now, if you could trade within under 1 second, then, yeah, you can get some good results. I'm not sure what this is saying here. Yeah, you can do it, John. No, we're hitting the bad GPT-5. See, people. Let's see here. Oh, look, we're getting the data. Okay, cool, guys. We got some data here. Let's see what it means. I'm using LCHIV1 with Freaks Trader. What is Freak Trade now? Is that a platform? Frequent Tweet Trader. Freak Trade. No. Oh. Freak Trade. .io. Oh, okay. Designed to be controlled by Telegram. Interesting. I've never heard of it. Very interesting. Open source project. See, the problem when you're making these things, it's like, it's just, you have to, it's just so much, but let's see, feature engineering, let's see what they got here. Yeah, it seems like reinforcement learning. Nah, this isn't gonna get you anywhere. Just make it yourself. It really doesn't take that much time. Are you trying to create your own trading algo? Yes, exactly. This is yes, S-stop. All right, yeah, we are. This is literal the pipeline in order to make the profitable trading strategy. Okay, we got. I've got a strat that's got 17 share over 4 years of data, but live it's pretty mediocre. Yeah, Marcus, that back test is leaking ahead then. Are you trying to create your own trading algo, or is this to help you trades? No, this is literally a trading algorithm research pipeline. It's gonna be fully automated. You just run it. It's gonna ingest the data. It's gonna start hitting the API automatically. There's gonna be some risk management. Fully automatisch. I've read he made myself, but I can't get back testing for. Yeah, you don't even want to work with K-line candles, my man. You want to work with the order book data or the L2 data. All right, let's see what we got here. Thanks for running the cells a lot. Some predictive signal, but not huge. Okay. All right, we're gonna add this to. All right, guys, we're gonna try and find the novel math here, bro. You put in the game. Yeah, we're right here, man. Don't even work with candles. Just do exactly what I'm doing. You need a L2 backtest script. You're gonna be working with order book data no matter what exchange you work with. What exactly are the algorithms? Are you using historical data? Yes, exactly. We're using 3 months of historical L2 data from specifically the Hyperliquid exchange. So that's what we're testing right now. It should be fairly decent. Like this is not like the true source of the market, but the order book is definitely liquid enough to give me a good signal. So, yeah. All right, so we're gonna do that. We're gonna take the output that we got here. We're gonna do that. Hopefully it's not too long. I'm gonna actually get Grok in here. Help up with novel math that will. Non-AI. Cool. We're gonna see what. Yeah, we're eventually gonna do machine learning model stuff, but right now we're doing non-AI, no AI. Yep, we're not. Yep, no AI just yet, but we're definitely gonna dive super deep in AI. I'm very excited for when we can move beyond this. Like I'm probably another week of running this stuff. We'll get some profitable math that we've tested, and then I'll get that into paper trading, and we'll just have that running, and then we'll do AI. Fine tuning elements is pretty good at I thought about like reinforcement learning fine tuning stuff with like those open source models, specifically the Liquid Foundation model I was interested in looking at, but I don't know. I think we're just gonna have to do custom neural net. Okay, so we're getting some good ideas from Grok here. We will take this. Oh yeah, are you just collecting? No. We have the data, we've cleaned the data, and we're actually testing off the data. So we are back testing in the simplest terms. So yeah, we have the data cleaned up right here, and we're every time I hit gold, we take eth_fills and order book and we combine it in a specific way that helps me run test, which gives me this data. Then we iterate because we're constantly testing different math right now to see which edge is going to survive that 30 minutes. And this is the challenge here. So we found good edge that was really quick, but that's not necessarily what we wanted. So now like me and AI are fully aligned with our objectives here. We're just gonna come up with some more ideas to test. And yes, iterate and give them a profitability score and what time frame they work best for. Make a list of best 10 ideas. Yep, novel, cool. Does this really work? Yes, this does work. We're getting great data and it's working for sure. Well, I don't know what is working to you. We're researching, like the research platform I have right here is working. Like we're getting great data to research with. Can you show me, show where you get the order book data from? Yes, I can. So it's from Hyperliquid, XYZ AWS public S3 for data. Let's see if that comes up. I'll get you the exact link that you need to connect. But you're going to have to code something up, Tommy. If you know, you know. Try again. Oh my gosh, I'm finding it. Garbage. Okay, I'm gonna copy this. I'm trying here for you. We'll go to Google and we'll go to the AW. Are you quant or was he right? No, I'm not. I'm a quant dev right now. Like at the core, I'm doing like the highest level quant stuff, but I have zero background in this, and I'm just AI has unlocked. This is my passion, and it's unlocked ability for me to do more things. Right? I'm fully reliant on the AI though, so for sure. Okay, here it is, guys. We got it. Yep. I'll put this in the chat. If you know, you know. If you don't know, oh, it's too long. Okay, never mind. So this is what you need to target if you want to, oh, well, that bucket name. Oh, here we go, mainnet node data. I don't know, you just have to look up what I looked up. There it is. If you know how to use that link, then you can get the data. If you don't know how to use the link, you can hit me up in the Discord and I can share you the knowledge and how you can get there, okay? Because in reality, I just asked AI the specific. Yeah, Tommy, I got you. Yep. So that's where I was able to get the eth_fills and order book. But it's way more nuanced. You need to filter the data and clean it, so that's going to be your second challenge. But you can get the data there for sure. He is quant, trust me. We're quant, dude. We're just quant. We're the new hobbyist quant. Cool. Let's give GPT-5 we're going to give GPT-5 the Grok answers, and we're going to iterate and get a great list of the best math that is going to help us get profitable so we can test it. But yeah, we just keep pushing, keep researching, and this is going to be essentially a key part this is going to be like an internal tool for my algo development pipeline. You need to backtest, you need a way to quickly research novel mathematics, quickly test your edge theories, your alpha theories, and quickly move that to the paper trading So you can record data there, see how it works live. And then eventually all of these will combine into profitable trading algorithm. Okay. Pure math, closed form, scale, invariant. Okay. Hold up. And give them a score. So we're gonna basically do the same thing I did with Grok, but with GPT-5, and we'll be like, hey, make a list of your top math ideas, give them a score, profitability score, whatever he wants to score it as. And yeah, we'll just get a nice list. We'll probably iterate 1 or 2, 3 times. How do you do all this code across multiple files using the chatbot? Like, yes, Astrop. So if you're on YouTube, I have this file called contextgrabber.go, and I'll simply click this run code. When I click that button, it creates this text file called contextoutput.txt. It gives me my file tree that's, it's trimmed down. It doesn't show me the .venv, it doesn't show me the PyCache. It shows me the parquet files. So this is my way of giving the AI context. So it literally just makes a single block of text with all of my code in it. This is the way, dude. This is the way. So every time I'm prompting GPT-5, I'm giving it my entire code base context, and this is the way to do it. Copilot is going to pick and choose and be context aware. I don't know how it's working under the hood. I need it to know the entire code base in its memory in order to get good results. No, because I'm just using $20 a month, dude. That's why I don't use Claude and Claude Code and all that stuff. It would cost me so much money to use Claude, guys. And I hit, for example, at Claude, I wasn't able to do my coding this way with Claude because I'd hit my rate limit for the $20 per month plan. But with GPT-5, I've been doing this for 2 hours. I do this every day. I haven't really hit any limit. Like, there's zero limit to what I'm doing here. That's why I'm using a chat interface. It's so freeing for cost. Like, it's really, really affordable. Yeah, so that 100%, this context grabber gets transferred over to every Python file that I've ever done. It's, 300 lines of code. I like to have it in Go because I can just click this little button here and it's real quick. Super quick, super efficient. You could have a Python script that does the same thing. But I find that when I have it wasn't working out having that Python script. It was an issue. I just want to click a button and do it. So Go is the best way to get that. All right, guys, looks like we're gonna have, so here's the Titan 30-minute non-high frequency profit first, short list, no code, just the math to test. Cool. All right. So the VAVM, so this is how I can get, you got a GitHub with to clone models? I do have a GitHub. You want to follow me on GitHub? I do post some stuff on GitHub. But right now, so for example, I have this one. This was like my last code that I posted, the trading algo. This is like a research style paper trading trading algo. So if you know, you know. You can figure it out. But yeah, that's my GitHub, just Dylan Siegel. So you can follow along there or whatever hi there, what's your background do you have? Financial? No, it's just self-motivation is my background. I'm highly motivated chief, Ragnarok chief. Highly motivated, zero background in mathematics or coding. Yeah, it's the best, right? Just highly motivated. Okay, let's iterate one more time. Be very critical. math. Run it in various regimes in your head. Find the best math for my. Cool. Cool. What's the app adjacent? That's VS Code. This is like what all of like Cursor and all that other stuff is based off of. Yeah, VS Code, completely free. Everything is super free, dude. Everything's free. Besides GPT-5, it's $20 a month. Yep. Oh yeah, Ragnarok Chief, he knew. VS Code, but this is specifically the preview version. I don't really see any difference in the normal one versus that. It's just a different style logo. But either one will work. And this is what you need. What's up, AJ? All right. Oh, we got a vortex. All right. Ruthless path. I walked each idea through 9 regimes and kept only what consistently clears a 30-minute taker cost and has clean way to avoid landmines. Here's the cut. Look at that, guys. This is our highly novel mathematics we're about to test out. AI fully created it. Okay. All right. I need full. Cool. Yeah, guys. We're so close to the 2K on sorry, I'm texting. How do you keep memory updated with the full code base? Or you just reload? Yeah, exactly. 2K? Huh? Yeah, user. So if I see that the output is degrading, then I know, I keep it short, right? Like my context here, for let's measure it. We can go to AI Studio. So for right now, my full code base is, let's see, token count. It's only 24,000 tokens for my whole code base right now. So I'm managing that. So yeah, I will just, I'll get a new, hold up, no. Yeah, so if that made sense. Yeah, 24,000 tokens there. Yeah, so what were you saying? Yeah, I'll also just do a new chat. Like as long as I have the full context of the code base. Yeah. That's why the manual vibe coding is the way to go, because you can control the context engineering. You just get such a finer, you just get a better output. Like the agentic coding is not as good. How are you giving your context? Oh yeah, silence POV, contextgrabber.go. So it's a .go, or it's a Go file. It's all about the vibe coding. We need to check on Crow because LT is back. We got to hype Crow up. Crow to 1 billion. 1 billion Crow. Oh no. Looks like we're pulling back. Mean reversion. This is a textbook example of the mean reversion. It's got a mean revert. So there's like these 3 sort of nodes that it's probably targeting, right? Like this node. And then of course, this is where the real money's at for the exchanges. So the exchanges are probably going to push it, they're going to try pushing to liquidate people here and then bring it back up. But what .go? I just call it contextgrabber.go. What you're going to prompt in AI is I need a Go script that pulls in pulls in all my Python files, avoiding things that are too lengthy, like the .venv file. You gotta make sure you exclude certain files in your code base. But essentially you're just saying, hey, I need a Go script that pulls in all the Python files into a single file with a file tree on top. That's kind of all it is. If that helps. I think I posted the Go script in my Discord. You'll have to find it somewhere. But yeah, if you go to the Discord, you can probably find the Go script somewhere. I'm pretty sure I posted it up in there. Did we... Wait. Yeah, it does. I'm in the Discord. Oh, thanks. Okay. Yeah, if you found it in the Discord, I'm pretty sure I posted at some point. I think it works with a lot of other code bases. So I'm pretty sure I use this with like React. It has a whole bunch of other stuff in here. I think it's fairly broadly based for what's going on here. Cool. All right, I guess we're just focusing on 30 minutes now here. Yeah, guys, I'm getting a little hungry. So, any other questions, guys, before we call it a night? Can someone paste the Discord? Oh, I got you. I could paste it again. Yeah, guys, I will catch you on the Discord, dude. Like, no LT. We need to end it. Okay. It's too long. I've been 3 hours here. Order pizza? No, I need to go like boil some eggs and like make a salad, I think. We can do this. Guys, we did pretty good. We got plus 34. Yeah, we're gonna be we're trading to make profit. What's up, RJ? Join that Discord. Yeah, we're gonna be trading for money eventually, but this is the pipeline to get profitable. So I'm gonna be in the Discord, guys. It's, you know, I'm not going away. I'm still gonna be literally doing this while eating food. So I'm gonna fuel up. I'll probably stay up late because we got 3-day. Okay. But yeah, guys, we're gonna call it there. I'm gonna end the YouTube here before YouTube. Those 3 people out there, it's been real. Y'all can catch the live recorded on YouTube. I'll see you later, YouTube. Bye bye.